Good evening, Hex community. As most of you know, and for those of you who don't, I'm Freddie Quotes. I wrote the Hexagon Anthem, Furu's Eulogy, and most recently, Revelations. I am a husband, father, and most importantly, follower of Christ. What an incredible moment to stand here with you, thousands of passionate, driven, and united Hexicans, all part of a movement that's changing the world. I look at this crowd and I see dreamers, builders, and believers who have come together for something bigger than ourselves. Today, I want to talk about the force behind this movement, the one who's inspired us, challenged us, and shown us what's possible. Let's reflect on the qualities that have made this journey so extraordinary and why we're all here, staking our futures together. From the very beginning, this movement started with a vision, a bold, almost impossible dream to reshape finance. Picture this: one person, against all odds, dared to create something entirely new. They saw a world trapped by centralized banks, low yields, and gatekeepers who hold back the everyday person. So they built Hex, a system where anyone, anywhere can stake their tokens, earn high yields, and take control of their financial destiny. This wasn't just coding a smart contract, it was creating a new reality. A financial universe where trust is decentralized and opportunity is open to all. Doesn't that sound like a divine act of creation? Think about it. Out of nothing but an idea, a whole ecosystem was born. Pulse Chain, Hex, and a community that spans the globe. This visionary didn't just see what was, they saw what could be. They laid the foundation for a movement that's empowered thousands, from small stakers to big dreamers, to build wealth and freedom. That kind of vision, turning chaos into order, despair into hope, feels almost supernatural, doesn't it? But let's be real, the path hasn't been easy. This leader, this creator, has faced storms that would break most people. Skeptics called their ideas a scam. Critics on X and beyond threw shade, questioning every move. Regulatory giants like the SEC came knocking, trying to tear down what was built. And yet, through every attack, every doubt, they stood firm. They kept tweeting, kept building, kept showing up for this community. I think about the Hexicans who have stood by through market dips, whale dumps, FUD, the SEC showing at their doorstep on Christmas Day to serve yet another subpoena. True story. You know who you are. The ones defending the vision, holding your stakes, and believing in the bigger picture. That resilience, that unshakable faith comes from the top. It's like a divine endurance, isn't it? When the world rebels, when the naysayers scream, this leader stays steady, guiding us through the fire. It's a strength that inspires us to keep going no matter what comes our way. What makes this movement truly special, though, is how it empowers you. This isn't about one person hoarding power or wealth. It's about giving it away. Hex was designed to put control in your hands. You decide when to stake, how long, and for what reward. No bank, no middleman, no permission needed. That's freedom, financial, personal, and real. This leader didn't just build a system, they gave us the tools to build our own futures. Think about the stories we've heard. People paying off debts, funding dreams, or just staking a few Hex to feel part of something bigger. That's empowerment. It's like a divine gift handed down to us so we can rise up, make choices, and shape our own destinies. This leader saw us not as followers, but as co-creators in this revolution. And that's why we're here, not just to follow, but to build alongside them. Now let's talk about the spark that keeps us fired up. You've all seen it, those X posts that light up your feed, the conference talks that make you cheer, those bold, unapologetic moments that make you proud to be a Hexican. This leader has a charisma that draws us in, a voice that cuts through the noise. They're not afraid to call out the haters, to challenge the system, or to stand out in the world that wants conformity. It's like a divine call, isn't it? Common theme. When they speak, we listen. When they lead, we follow, not blindly, but because we believe. Their passion ignites ours. Their courage strengthens ours. They've turned a group of strangers into a family, united by a shared dream. That's not just leadership, that's a gift. a magnetic force that pulls us together and pushes us forward. And let's not forget the genius behind it all. Hex didn't just appear, it solved real problems. Low yields, Hex offers high APY staking. Slow networks, Pulse Chain delivers speed and scalability. This leader looked at the broken systems of traditional finance and said, we can do better. They didn't just complain like I have at times. They innovated. They built tools that worked for us, not against us. That kind of problem solving feels almost divine, like a mind that sees solutions where others only see obstacles. It's why Hex has outlasted the doubters, why it's grown through every challenge. This leader's ingenuity has given us a system that's not just surviving, it's thriving. And it's why we're here celebrating a movement that's rewriting the rules. So here we are, Hexicans, standing on the shoulders of a visionary who created, endured, empowered, inspired, and innovated. You might think I've been talking about one person this whole time, someone we all know, someone who's led this community with unmatched passion. And yes, I've drawn inspiration from the incredible work of Richard Hart, the founder of Hex, whose vision and grit have brought us together. But let me share a truth that's bigger than any one person. Every quality I've described, creation, resilience, empowerment, charisma, innovation, points to something greater. These aren't just human traits. They're reflections of the one true and holy God. Who else could create a universe from nothing, endure our doubts, yet remain faithful, empower us with free will, inspire us in his word, and solve the problems of our brokenness with his love? Richard Hart, like all of us, is a vessel, a very, very gifted, sometimes flawed, extraordinary vessel for God's work. The vision for Hex, the strength to face adversity, the power to uplift this community, it all comes from above. As I've said before, ultimate glory belongs to Jesus, who gave us his life for our eternal freedom. Hex is a tool, a blessing, certainly, but it's God who deserves the praise. I pray that my message is not lost in your opinion of me. I have been a terrible example of my faith. I've struggled with a quick temper. I use foul language. I've promoted the use of drugs on streams. I've wrestled with pride and placed money and crypto above my devotion to God, chasing false idols. I'm not perfect, but I'm striving daily to align my actions with my faith and lead by example. There may be times I fall short, and I'll disappoint you, and I apologize for that. For too long, I've led others away from Christ. Through prayer and fasting, my heart is changing. I'm no longer chasing the biggest bag or clout like a shout out from Richard on stream, even though it was cool when it happened. My mission now is to guide others who, like me, stumble and seek a deeper, more fulfilling relationship with Christ. So let's stand together, Hexicans, give thanks, not just to our founder, Richard Hart, but to the creator who made all this possible. Let's build, stake, and dream, knowing that every step forward is for his glory. Thank you, and may God continue to guide, protect, and bless Richard and the entire Hex community. Thank you, Maddie, for giving me a platform this evening to be here with all of the Hexicans. Love you guys.
Inspirational and well-spoken, as always. Thank you so much, Freddie Quotes, for
Absolutely.
always being a part of these conferences and for your contributions and the message that you get out into Pulse Chain.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
My pleasure.